David Cassidy writes me a fan letter from the great painted bus beyond. From the pages of all those Tiger Beat magazines you purchased with your allowance, I became more like sugar with each poster you pulled from the centerfold staples. I never liked that my crotch was always pinned to the crease, that girls tugged at my sleeves, ripped off my clothes, and shredded what was left of me at my concerts. I was hoping to be a firefly that feasted on night flowers, leaving my scent behind with my original songs, the ones no one heard over the din of those pop hits that ABC's money moguls shoveled into my mouth. During boxed lunches on the set, I had to sign thousands of postcards to girls I'd never met. I was drowning Sandy in the fountain of teen idol fame, and I didn't know how to swim. Who does in that kind of water? So I vanished into those cheap newsprint pages of 16 magazine. I became a paper ghost, and only the drugs and sex told me that I was alive. What can I say? Why am I risking this from the great painted bus beyond to share with you? I think you know better than the lyrics to I Think I Love You. Every poem is a spotlight that shines the light back into your eyes. You need to keep them open to honest desires. Don't get caught beneath the undertow of the trapdoor's weight. Come on, you know how to escape, to get happy. You almost do it every day, except you act like it's your shadow side. You never let yourself fully embrace the miracle of you. I sang all those songs on those albums that I know you still sing when you are alone or driving with your sister in her van. I know you gave a private concert to Tara Hardy in your living room, that you have 2 microphones at the ready to practice when you feel inspired by songs you wore down the needles in your preteen bedroom to hear over and over. I wasn't ready for everything that came next, after the gold records and the show's opening credits dressed in mod. I should have shaken off that Partridge Family tree sooner. But this isn't my ending, Sandy. This is your beginning. So come on, stay happy. Swallow my songs, my prayers for that girl long ago who loved me as no one could. Retire all those faded fan magazines. You know you are happier when you are unlocked, unleashed from inside the glass house, where you've been waiting your whole ludicrous life to sing. The next poem I'm going to read is compiled from 3 months of letters that Sandy wrote me in 1993 from the Mill Coffee Shop in Lincoln, Nebraska, where we both were graduate students at the university. You'll note that Hilda Raz makes an appearance. She was the editor of Prairie Schooner while we were there, a remarkable, wonderful, most generous person. And we are so lucky that she was a part of our life and still is. And there's also an appearance from KJ, who, along with Robin, they were also graduate friends of ours who are now professors of English at Loyola Marymount. So here goes, before I forget. From the blustery mill, home to the daily displaced and seekers of Java. Lincoln, Nebraska, 1993. Dear Kate, it's fairly hot, but for some reason, sitting on the mill's loading dock is kind and always provides a nice sea breeze, as if it knows that's what true docks are for. I started reading Night, read the foreword, fell asleep through no fault of the book, and started to dream. Very vague dreams. It was strange this late in the day. I would characterize today as the day of the zombie. The same people keep walking past the dock, hour after hour. I think the people I recognize but can't name must all work in the library. I have felt somewhat unglued all day. KJ is here reading personality theories. Iced tea, he says. You must have gotten paid. The sun keeps creeping in and out, so I can't decide where to situate myself. KJ tells me, as a man from the plains, he can smell the rain. We're in for a hell of a storm. It keeps getting degrees darker. Almost twilight out now, or so it seems. I'm thinking about what color something is if it's clear, like glass or rain or water, or better yet, rain falling into a glass full of water. I find it unbelievable air has no color. KJ quotes Lyotard, "Black is itself an existence." Which leads me to another phenomenon. I think it is much easier for us to be unhappy than happy. It's what leads me to gloat in my own paralysis, let plants die, pay no bills. Our lives in the long term read like maps of transitions. It's the present, the actual occurrence of those shifts in fault lines that's difficult to adapt to. Hilda has just parked in front. This little kid with big red rubber boots says, "Hi, Gail," to kill Hilda as she gets out of the car. "I'm Hilda," says Hilda. Hilda waves. She says she could hear me sighing as I wrote. I realize I have done myself a great disservice. I'm entirely sick of pain. Everyone feels restless or needs therapy. These are not necessarily bad things. The sun will keep its promise. Thanks for listening. It's something you do so well. Love, Sandy.